and you're watching Pro Teaches News. Ooh, is somebody talking about pros? Not that kind of pro. See you there.
Ooh.
Hey guys, welcome to another Let's Up Pro Teaches News. Today I have with me Pika Shades.
Hey.
And today we're going over something interesting. Originally we were going to start off the Morrison run, but then it's right as I was getting ready for today, I realized, hey, wait a second. Batman Full Circle just got dropped on DC Universe Infinite. And I also knew that the first main issue of year 2 was on, so I'm like, let's cover this first, because one thing, it's an interesting story that's not executed that great in my opinion, but it also because there's going to be an issue in Morrison's run that deals with Joe Chill, so I want to have a compare and contrast.
Hey, not to mention, there's something I also brought up in some that when they started to do all of these year 1 or year 2
There are
series,
just 3 of them, yeah.
Yeah, or not just with Batman, but with other characters. How many of them are actually set during a year? Like how year 1 started from February.
Quite a number of them, I think.
Yeah, how many of them actually start from January and end in December?
Well, we're not supposed to take it literally. It's just set during that year.
Yeah, might as well get 6 months of it.
But yeah, this one...
I'm still salty about Injustice Year 4 being just 3 random weekends.
I hear you, man. I hear you. But yeah, this one, the cover alone, yeah, it gets your attention, but yeah, trust me, it's not going to be, the execution on this is rough. But we're going to have Alan Davis and one of his earliest comic works from Todd McFarlane. Now, given how we have the Who Watches the Watchmen, just tell you, this is around 87, so Watchmen was probably nearing its ending. So I know there was a lot of delays on that book. So yeah, let's dive in and see what happens when Batman deals with both the Reaper. So yeah, I just read, since this is right as post-crisis was happening, they're basically now giving us a new take on the Reaper story. Which is like, wasn't that old? You know what I mean? When you really think about like the Reaper story.
What was the post-pre-crisis Reaper?
Oh, it was this old man who was hunting down Nazis.
Oh, now I just realized. Yep.
Yeah.
It's somewhere in the
Neil Adams, the original one.
And I have the 2 Neil Adams.
Yeah, Neil Adams and Paul Dini, yeah. And not Paul Dini, Dennis O'Neil. And yeah, it's the one where then he sees the Star of David and he's like, my God, what have I become?
Yes, yeah, now I remember that. It slipped from my mind, but now I remember now.
So yeah, but this one, it's a totally redoing of the character of the Reaper.
Oh.
And it is eventually lead us a build up for the Phantom. Phantasm. So yeah. And we're back to our interview with the newly appointed Commissioner Gordon and Commissioner of Police. Oh boy. You really see what is what causes issues already, right?
Yeah, because
he's already just been appointed. I know, James Gordon, sorry, Commissioner. Sorry, Commissioner. That's all right. I have a little trouble getting used to the title myself. Yeah, again, this was some of the problems with some of these things back then, how they just felt like, okay, we'll just say this is him when he's the new commissioner and just move forward. You seem to be in good relations with Gotham's official police force, but many have questioned your relationship with the mass vigilante, the Batman. My department's relationship with the Batman is strictly. Many feel the Batman is no better than the costume lawbreaker who stalked Gotham streets 20 years ago, calling himself the Reaper. And that comparison has been made, yes, but unfairly. Okay, I will say though, I do like the idea that apparently Gotham had a person who hunt down criminals in the past that was a killer. I don't mind that idea.
Yeah, but there's also the whole how many of the Justice Society were also in Gotham before Batman.
Well, we take this as being set in the 80s. Then this would have been, the Reaper would have been around the point after the Justice Society had retired.
Okay, that's fair.
Because that would be around McCarthyism, you know. And I don't know if it was established by this point if Green Lantern was in Gotham or not.
Okay, could be a
I keep forgetting when that was made official. But yeah, anyway, some say it was the Reaper's abrupt departure from Gotham that plunged our city into the maelstrom of crime and police corruption from which it's only just emerged. If I can finish, I can't speak for the department of 20 years ago, but the Batman works with the police force, not against us. And is this Batman an authorized representation of force? No, he operates strictly on his own, but he offered me his services, and I've accepted. Quite frankly, I feel he'd be out there anyway. Again, I'm so used to the writing where he wouldn't be so open about this.
It's the...
Again, to this right.
Let's see. Legends of the Dark Knight, I've had some post year one stories. Then there's the whole... Okay, we just went through Long Halloween and Dark Victory. He wasn't as open then, or was gradually coming into it. And then Matt Wagner, when he did the Monster Men and Mad Monk, those were also kind of out there.
Or even The Man Who Laughs.
And even that.
Yeah, he was open then, but it was more out of a case where, yeah, he's helping me, but I'm talking about open to the public. But anyway, hey, did one of you leave the TV on? Yeah, I did. Makes people think there's somebody home. You gonna turn on the lights or are you gonna play Helen Keller? Just a second. Just want to make sure we're alone. And I'd rather work with him than at odds with him. We even do up the system to summon him. And take you now to Gotham Police Headquarters by our minicam for a live demonstration of Commissioner Gordon's bat signal. All right, I think we're okay. Holy God! Okay, that's good.
Yeah, and it works when it was still with the oval.
Yep. I thought we was too little for you to bother with. No crime is, and no criminal. Make sure city is a safer place to live. Nice going, boys. You just killed the life, and that was your own. And nice going, boys. You just killed the life, and that was your only weapon against me. Oh, jeez, don't panic, you dope. We've got guns. Guns? If you put your face in those, you've already lost. I stay away from the police, boys. But I have other things to do. Father, I didn't expect you until tomorrow. I've always liked to surprise you, Rachel. Though it's I who am surprised. You what? You're gonna say something?
Almost jumped over the scene. Thought it was a scene missing, but yeah, went through 2 pages. Yeah, go carry on.
Yep. You've grown, so I'm glad you come to see the most important day of my only daughter's life. I would have missed it if only your mother had lived to. Father, we said we wouldn't speak of that, remember? A pleasure, Dr. Tompkins. And this is a good, this is a good friend of mine, Dr. Leslie Tompkins. That's a pleasure. Please, Mr. Caspian, call me Leslie. Leslie and I had a dinner date, but with you here, we can put it off until nonsense. I won't hear of it. We can get caught up over breakfast. Nice meeting you, Mr. Caspian. Yeah, bedroom is just as you left it, Mr. Caspian. Nothing has been touched. Thank you, Greta. It's good to be home. I'll take double overtime to keep the men working through. It'll take double overtime to keep the men working through the night, Mr. Wayne. Then do it, Cameron. Do whatever it takes to bring this in ahead of schedule. Hello, Leslie. So wait, Bruce is approving of double overtime? And yet they're treating us like this is a good thing?
Yeah.
Right. Anyway,
hello, do you think Bruce. He's paying for that overtime?
I think he would.
Yeah, as long as he can Bruce, compensate for that overtime, then maybe.
I'm pretty sure, and knowing Bruce, he probably would. Like, hello, Bruce. How's the construction coming? Slower than I'd hoped, but quicker than predicted. The penthouse is giving us a few problems, but we'll solve them. The penthouse? Who'd want to live all the way up there? You, I'd hope. Me, Bruce, that's sweet. I've been thinking about a place of your own, Anne, but way up there, my patients wouldn't come near a neighborhood like this. Not in the daytime, no, Leslie. You can't. Ahem. Where are my manners? Rachel Caspian. Rachel Caspian. This is Bruce Wayne. Rachel's doing the charitable work I wanted to talk to you about, Bruce. Ordinarily, my secretary handles such matters, but this time I'll make an exception. So, why do you spend your time aiding the poor, Miss Caspian? Too much time on your hands or guilty conscience? Bruce! It's all right, Leslie. Neither reason, Mr. Wayne. I know this sounds and very overblown, but I'm concerned with evil and its influence on the world. And the only way that I know to fight it is by learning all I can about the human soul, learning how evil grows and take root there. I'm sorry. I know I must sound like some sort of basement philosopher. Not at all, Miss Caspian. Shall we order now? Thank you, for Mr. Wayne, for dinner and the contribution. My pleasure, Miss Caspian. May I see you again? I have 2 tickets for the season premiere of the Gotham Ballet Company, and I'm afraid not, Mr. Wayne. Is there someone else? In a matter of speaking, I take my final vow and my vows in a few days. Vows? Yes, Mr. Wayne. I'm joining the Order of the Sister of Mary. I'm going to become a nun. Oh! Wait a minute. So he was there. Never mind. He was just there to see his daughter. That's all. Sorry. It's my father in Greta? No, Miss Caspian. Uh-oh. Release her. Ah, hell, it's... Who is that? You do not know me, for I assumed my work done. But I know now my work is never done. Who am I? To know me is to know fear. Get back! Fear the Reaper. Ah! You cut him! I have killed him, and you shall soon follow him in death. Stay out of his way! And callow youth, there are many doors to the realm of death. And the Reaper holds the key to them all. Bang, bang! No, please. You have not the fear. Tell the world that the Reaper has returned and will save this city with its consent or without. I will say, the Reaper is this is a good idea for a villain or someone for Batman to deal with.
Yeah, there's the questioning of how does he traverse around Gotham instead of just walking around in iron shadows? Or
I think he just walks around so far as what we see. How long have you known Rachel Caspian, Leslie? Let's stop this right now, Bruce. I want you to stay away from Rachel. Her world is untouched by yours. I want to keep it that way. Untouched? Are you so sure, Leslie? I'm afraid you'll have to continue this discussion later, sir. I believe you have an appointment with Commissioner Gordon. No, Bruce, don't go. Don't give in. I must, Leslie. You know that. But someday you'll go and you won't come back. Do you know that? Someday, yes. But not tonight. I promise. What's it like down there, Alfred? What hold does it have over him? I think, Miss Leslie, it may be the only place on earth that he truly feels himself. Okay, I will say this. I've always felt torn with Leslie when you have writers either be she's in favor or she's so against it.
Yeah, so you think about this.
They always go back and forth. She is like one of the most definitive cases of depending on the writer.
Not to mention, it's also kind of also different circumstances. Like,
what was the start? Yes.
What was it in the Detective Comics number 1000? There was that one story where she was in the middle of while Batman was stopping some crime, where attacking, and she went in the middle. Don't beat this man up.
Oh yeah,
it ended there.
Well, and that's the case where she's more his moral conscience, yeah. And I don't mind that, where she's trying to keep him from going too far overboard. But then when it's like this, saying don't do it at all.
Joo, Leslie is one of these characters.
I mean, and I'm sorry, it's that mindset that led to the whole she let Stephanie die to make a point to Bruce. Which we all, thankfully that got undone, but it still tainted her because it's still the fact that she lied to make a point.
Makes one wonder if she's ever going to be used properly again. Besides she was just one of the orphanage doctors in Cape Crusader.
Right, but still, thank you for coming so quickly, Batman. You'd be surprised, Commissioner. Didn't you tell the media boys I'd come running? That was just a publicity for the public, Batman. The city doesn't know what to make of you. Care for a mint? They're pretty bad, but I'm trying to quit cigarettes. As long as we both understand that I'm a free operative. I understand it. Unfortunately, there's another free operative out there. A man calling himself the Reaper carved up some punks on Bank Street tonight. Bank Street? That's interesting. It's probably just someone trying to cash in on his reputation. Good Lord, if the real Reaper is still out there. I have some thoughts on that, Commissioner. In the meantime, this may help you with your other problem. A pipe? Wouldn't that be just as bad?
Yeah, it would be pretty much as bad.
Unless in the case where he just puts his mouth on it but doesn't light it up like.
Yeah, if it's just for the show, then in that sense, maybe.
And Gordon doesn't believe or doesn't want to believe that this new Reaper is the original, but it's significant that his reappearance was on Bank Street, a fashionable housing district, 20 years ago during the Reaper's first crusade. So he might show up here on Suter Lane. 2 decades ago, this was an elegant row of shops, but today it caters to a somewhat different clientele. It may be that, what's your problem, man? No law against talking to a guy. Oh, God, he's a cop. Women, my satisfaction is derived from purging the city of such as you, of making you fear the Reaper. Who dares? The Batman. They say you continue the fight I began. If so, prove it now. Stand aside. If your fight is for wholesale slaughter, then we're less alike than you could have ever hoped to understand. Lesser armor, huh? That'll make this tougher, but not impossible. He's not fighting back either. I've heard him more than I realized. Enough! I'll warn you for the last time. Abandon this conflict. I shall not be responsible for the consequences. Ugh! Or he was testing me, getting a look at my technique. Now he knows what I've got, and he's not afraid. Whoops. You begun this fight, Batman. Are you afraid to finish it? Are you beginning to fear the Reaper? Missed! He moves more quickly in that armor than I. Have you no concern? Soon you will be beyond pain. Ah! The belt, some smoke capsule may slow him down. I've seen more darkness than you would readily believe, my foe. Do not expect your parlor tricks to deter me.
That's really like this is the older version of the "You think darkness is your ally."
I was bored in it, molded by it.
Yeah.
Choom. Master Bruce. Lie still, Bruce. Don't try to. I made it, Leslie. I kept my promise. Just barely. Now you can't. I used everything I had. All my skill, all my strengths. Ball crap! But it still wasn't enough. Bruce, you'll start bleeding again. I've always dreaded this. But perhaps the only way to avenge them is to fight my enemy on his own terms. To fight the kind of men who killed them with the weapon that made me what I am. The gun that took their lives. What? He barely put up a fight against this guy.
Not to mention, why not just instead reinforce his costume? It's clearly the cloth suit. Instead of have some padded armor under the cloth. Something that helps hold against the gunfire and.
Yeah. There's so many other alternatives. See what I mean here? It's like not bad ideas, but the execution is. And again, it's supposed to be his second year, so he might be so open to that. But it's like the only way that works is if you believe that not much happened between year 1 and year 2. So for him to have to deal I think they're trying to imply that the Reaper is the toughest challenge he's had since the end of year 1.
Yeah, well, Monster Men and
we know that now, but remember,
those can come later, but those were pretty much when
again, regardless, this doesn't make sense. I'm sorry, this just doesn't make sense for Batman to be that cavalier to like, oh well, I try to stop him. Time to use a gun. See what I mean? This ain't my regular shift, Lieutenant. I hope we're getting overtime for this. Take it up with the captain. All I know is that the brass wants to get Big Willie Golunka to prison before schedule to avoid the usual media circus. Some sentence for 5 years. Big Willie runs his mouth from inside and instead of out. Tell me about it, Lieutenant, sir. Up there, get Golunka down. Like, all units fire. It's a robot. Are you blind, man? He's still firing. I swear, I hit him, Lute. He must have nerves of steel. This is Bokowitz. We're pinned down. Need some backup, quick. Hey! Like, in this last moment of your life, you at last know wisdom, William Golunka. For you have learned to fear the Reaper. Okay, again, the Reaper's the one standout here because he does feel like a Batman if he went too far. I mean, look at it. Look at these tactics.
Nothing holding him back. Good, actual proper melee weapons that get results. Ranged weapon that gets enemies from the distance.
But again, look at this. This type of thing. That's a Batman style tactic. Just more doesn't care about if anyone gets shot. I mean, right? This is what Batman would have done in some regard.
That this is some... okay, maybe not yet past his prime old man, but someone who still got has the moves.
Yeah, you must learn those who knowingly protect evil must suffer the same penalty as those who commit it. Learn this lesson well. I have no urge to repeat it. Officer down, send medics, and get an all-point points out on a armored car. License number 2 dead. Commissioner. Okay, I'm hating that joke already. The treat is like this is within the first week of him being commissioner.
If they do it again in the next issue, then that's where it's to come.
Yep, I know. Commissioner, 4 wounded, one of those critical. Yeah, like he's been taken on ahead. They found the armored car, deserted, of course. Run it through the lab just in case. So sorry, I guess we really booted this one, huh? Don't worry about this stuff, Franklin. You just rest easy. Commissioner, the boy ain't critical. Lewis, he didn't make it. I'll call his family. I'll do it, Bukowski. Yes, sir. Oh, and Commissioner, I got the mayor on hold. He wants to know when he can expect you back at the planning breakfast. You tell the mayor if he bothers me again, I'll shove his phone so far it'll never see the light of day. Mr. Vader, sir, I can't find the commissioner right now, but I'll call you as soon as I do. Yes, sir. Of course, sir. Okay, that's not bad. Was going to be that way.
Yeah. Also, the pipe smoking, so it's not
okay. Yeah. So much for that. I mean, is a pipe lesser than a cigarette? Maybe that was a theory at the time.
Probably. I have not taken any time to.
Now, I will tell you this. I do not mind Batman knowing how to shoot a gun. I've never hated that one. Because why? It allows him to know how the gun will work in an opponent's hands.
Yeah, not to mention, grappling gun shoots rope. Rope pulls him up to the roofs. That's still...
Yeah, well, does that too, but I've always up the belief is that Batman is an expert marksman. Always has been. He just never uses it. Would you agree with that? Like, Batman is
like
always...
Yeah, like he said in No Man's Land. Just because you know how to kill doesn't mean you have to.
Exactly. Excellent shooting, Master Bruce. I wasn't aware you've been keeping up on your marksmanship. I haven't. I see. Breakfast is served, sir. Thank you, Alfred. Be sure to clean and oil that before you put it away. Very good, sir. Now, don't you think Alfred should be more trying to talk him out of it?
Joo, Alfred should like.
Now, to be fair, this was just at the point where yes, Alfred was close. But remember, this was the Frank Miller stuff is slowly taking in. In fact, believe it or not, the story was written before year one happened. Let me double check. Sorry, hold on. Let me double check.
87 was in the.
Yeah, 87 was when Batman Year One happened. So this came out right after.
Okay, yeah, the publication and the writing could have probably happened at different points.
Yeah, hold on, let me check. Yeah, dude. Batman Year One was February to May 1987. This was June to September. I'm pretty sure this was in the works beforehand and didn't know anything. If I remember hearing that right. If I remember that right, this was done this was done on its own without any knowledge of Year One.
Yeah, this is a good example of what happens when the editorial does not share notes.
Yeah. And remember, it's called a different book. Year One was in Batman, this is in Detective.
Yeah.
So anyway, good morning, Leslie. Did you sleep well? Sleep? How could I sleep knowing you were down there with that gun?
And no wonder 0 hour was needed.
Yep. The Batcave is soundproof, Leslie. You know what I mean. How can you do it, Bruce? Now see, she's giving what Alfred should be giving.
Yeah, that's probably why Alfred is not doing anything.
Yeah. Do you ever stop to think about what your father would say if he knew? Every day. It's useless to argue with you. Alfred, would you please phone Rachel Caspian and tell her I can't make our lunch date? I'll be looking at apartments. Of course, Miss Leslie. Alfred, don't bother calling Miss Caspian. I'll attend to that. What did that look? Is he like, I'll do it myself?
Yeah, this does not look good.
Very well, sir. If you insist, I do.
The woman clearly made the implication that she's
nothing make her
commit herself to God, and so that she's going to be off the market. I could probably understand Bruce thinking that maybe he can change her mind, but
this is not right.
Respect her wishes, man.
I do, and make sure my equipment is in working order. I'm going out today. Very good, sir. Okay, I do like this. Again, there is good in this, but there's a whole lot of cringe bad. I'm pretty sure it was bad even back then. And Greta, it's Miss Caspian in her Greta, it's Miss Caspian in her room, sir. Good morning, darling. I was afraid you forgot that we agreed to have breakfast together. Not at all, Father. Please come in. I was just looking over my habit. Good Lord, it seems like only yesterday you told me you wanted to become a nun. Your mother would have approved, of course. She never knew. Oh, my Father, please don't do this to yourself. I thought I had forgotten, darling, but I can't. Did you enjoy the circus, honey? Oh, it was great. I like the clowns the best. And, Daddy, who's that? By God, my own house. The police warned us about that thief. Mary, you watch the child. Judson, don't. Get away from me. Get away, man. Get away or all. Judson, and shut up, woman. Shut it up. Mommy. Truly, this sad incident reminds us to set aside stores in the next world rather than in this one. Mary Rachel Caspian is at peace now, but she leaves behind a loving daughter and a distraught husband, Judson, cut down in the prime of life. We are reminded of the words of the prophet Micah, who rightly said, "Thou shalt stand." And so, in other words, this guy's not even Jewish. I just realized he's not even Jewish in this version.
Yeah, well, if his daughter wants to become a nun, that would be the first giveaway.
Well, yeah,
but if he had been Jewish, he would have probably given his daughter a Jewish upbringing.
Yeah, exactly. But I just say this just cements this, what I meant. Thou shalt hope, but thou shalt not deliver. Thou shalt sow, but thou shalt not reap. Oh, really? And Daddy, did you hear me? I'm sorry, darling. I was just remembering, Rachel. Promise me you'll never forget. Whatever I do for you and for her. It's not like Leslie to be late. Hello, Miss Caspian. Oh, Mr. Wayne. Have you seen Leslie? I'm supposed to meet her here. I know she couldn't make it, so she asked me to come in her place. I'm not up on modern social trend, but there's not a menu in town I can't master. Mr. Wayne, I don't think you've been entirely truthful with me. Leslie couldn't make her appointment, Rachel. That's the honest truth. And please, call me Bruce. I hope Leslie's well. She takes on more than one person can handle. Crusaders are like that. They always think they can change the world. And what about you? Me? You. I sense unplumbed depths in you. Not me. I just have too much free time. My entire life is an attempt to escape boredom. Okay, I like that. Like, that does feel like something Playboy Bruce would say. Like, oh, me? Nope, got nothing else going on except trying to avoid being bored out by gourd.
Oh, yeah, that sounds kind of...
I don't believe that.
There.
No. Leslie told me about your contribution to our organization, about the foundation you're constructing in your father's name. Leslie talks too much. And anyway, it beats losing it on the ponies. Stop that. You can try to hide it, but I can tell you're very lonely, like my father. Oh? He lost the only joy in his life when my mother died. He became distant, withdrawn. I'd hate if that happened to you. Perhaps it's not too late. What the hell?
Which one of them made the first move here?
They don't say. Again. This is so Bronze Age. Which is rolling right into it. This is that transitionary period. I get it, but this reminds me why the Bronze Age, it can be so cringe. Remember, this is the same time period where they had it be Bruce was at a mad-on for Alfred's daughter.
Joo, Julia was also...
Yeah. Good evening, Commissioner. But Batman, I was just going to call you about the Reaper. I know. I'm already working on a plan. Good. Of course, the department will give you full cooperate. No, Commissioner. I'm working alone on this one. I can't risk even an accidental leak. What makes you think there's a leak? Ask Big Willie. But he won't answer. Commissioner, very soon now you're going to curse my name. Order my capture. Wish me dead. Against that time, I can only say, I swear to you, by the cause I love, that I am your friend. So he knows he's going to throw everything away. Again, this doesn't make sense. Why is he feeling the need to want to kill the guy?
It's going to be possibly going forward that because they wanted to do... This is an assumption. They wanted to do some kind of homage story to the era when Batman used to carry a gun.
Which, if that's the case, it's done poorly!
It is the story moving the characters.
And not the character moving the story, I know.
Yeah, this is a clear example of that.
I'm sorry, this is frustrating, isn't it? Because again, there's a lot of good here, mostly with the Reaper. Reaper's the best part of this.
Yeah. Not to mention comparing Batman scenes to Bruce Wayne scenes is kind of which one of them this actually is the and how much is Bruce gaslighting on other people while he's acting like he's that, or if he's actually wanting to do, and if he's actually being Batman as his true self, then where are his morals?
You know the score, man. Johnny Haymeyer from Metropolis coming in for a high council of the mob bosses. And we're going to get him before the Reaper does. Clear? Yes, sir. Still, I feel better if Batman were here. That'll be enough. We did our job before him, and we'll do it without him. Again, this is a case of them not speaking because they're treating like Gordon's always been in Gotham. Now, that I can let slide. I can let that slide.
Yeah.
If this was already in the can beforehand, I can let it slide.
Oh.
Right. Get that plane and get ready. That's the plane. Something's wrong. The crew was told not to approach the plane until the passengers are off. I smell a rat, men. Let's go. Problem, Mr. Hamer? We're on vacation, Martin. We have nothing to fear. You are wrong, Jonathan Hamer. For you will soon know to fear the Reaper. Ha, there's Batman. You dare? I do. I knew I could count on you, Batman. We've got him now. Bam! Get out of here, Gordon, before this gets... What? What?
Why would he shoot at the
Gordon's gun?
Force?
I see you've learned from me, Batman. But by facing me again, you prove you are not yet wise. I've learned my own too, Reaper. Like these. Fall back, man. Don't give him easy target.
He used last time.
What?
That he used gas capsules last time.
I know. Martin, keep him off of me. Don't worry, boss. He will soon be beyond worry. As are you. Go!
Okay, that was the bodyguard.
Yep. Come to me, Hamer. Let it be done. No. No. And he nearly killed me last time we fought. I'm not ready to have it out with him just yet. Now, look, I'll be honest. I'll say this. I get it. They're avoiding, and this is before Batgirl became a thing. So they're showing that, again, this is at that point where Batman could still be tossed around. But there's a difference between Batman losing and Batman being pushed to his ropes that easily and quickly. Again, even if this is year 2, it don't make sense. Right. But anyway, I'm afraid it doesn't feel the same about me. So he'll have to take himself out of action. Come on, Hamer. Unless you want to take your chances with Gordon and his men. I thought you were working with Gordon. You saw it wrong. All right, we've got you at least for now. But can you keep me? Look out, he's... Wait, what?
What did he blow? What was
the fuel? That should have taken out everyone. On the way, unless there could be less fuel in there because they were landing.
Okay,
So that could have been just enough to make an explosion and knock everyone outside. Gone. If any rookie performed like this, I dock him. I can understand what we went down with the Reaper, Commissioner. But what's with the Batman? I thought he was on our side. So did I, McKinley. Looks like we were both wrong. What? Again.
Shadows, how this is drawn too well.
Yeah, but again, the situation has become intolerable, gentlemen. Our drug merchants are afraid to deal. Profits down 35%. Our prostitutes refuse to go out. Profits down 43%. We all know the problem, Maury. In 1 week, this Reaper cut deep, and it's no different uptown. But I say we can handle him on our own. Your name's Morgan and Jones, right? You need the right man for the job, Joan. I need some dope or some dame. I call you. You need a hit a guy? You call me. I'm not convinced. I vote no. We ain't heard from Metropolis yet. Where's Hamer? Your attention, please. I'm here to call a truce. What? I want the Reaper as much as you do, but for my own reason. Our goal is the same. I suggest we work together to achieve it, instead of fighting each other and doing the Reaper's work for him. Again. What?
There were so many other routes to have gone. Just upgrade your armor, upgrade your arsenal, learn.
To be fair, this was before he started doing that. This was before that became a normal thing for Batman. We got to remember that. That's more of a recent thing of him always doing these upgrading things. He didn't used to do that. So I get that, but still. Sounds good on paper, but how do I know you won't try to cross us? You don't. Any more than I know you won't try to cross me. Sounds dicey, but it might work. But we got our own man. You'll have to work with him. Hey, Joey. Now this is the most convoluted part. The Batman turns. The Batman, huh? Never thought I'd be working with you. And in an instant, stop looking at me. Stop it. They're dead. They're dead. His world goes cold. The politics make strange bedfellows, huh? The name's Joe Chill. The man who 25 years ago created the Batman. The man who murdered Thomas and Martha Wade. I will say, it's a good idea, to be fair. I mean, Batman having to work with Joe Chill, who actually is not a somebody, but you know, like an enforcer.
Yeah.
That is not a bad idea, I will admit.
Yeah, how was it in the pre-crisis era? He started as a street hoodlum or something of a high.
Most of the
he could have been a hired gun, or he could have been some random street, random street.
And they're still going with the random guy. He just climbed up in the organization.
Well, it was that one episode that they adapted into the Brave and the Bold cartoon. He rose out to be an arms dealer.
Yep, exactly. But this one, he's not that high. He's like he's more of an enforcer.
Yeah.
You showed me, Father. I asked you what I must do to make them afraid, and you told me. I became a bat, a creature of the night to operate in their world. I've even taken up their weapons of blood and death. The weapon seems, and whose roar overcame your dying scream. I can accept their world, Father, their weapons. But must I become one of them? Must I join forces with your killer to see justice done?
Okay, this seems like they clearly shared some notes when it came to the...
Yeah.
Because before year one, was it the window was open, the bat flew in?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that was definitely a year one thing, yeah. So by this point, now I can see by this point, it would have started to catch up. Would you agree with that? Like by this point, it was starting to catch up.
Clearly. Apparently.
Just checking something. Ah, there we go. Yeah, because I was thinking about something else we could do afterwards. So anyway.
Okay.
Do you see now, Bruce? Do you see what you've become? Leslie, what are you doing here? I knew you'd be here among the dead. It's where you belong. If you ally yourself with criminals and murderers, with the man who killed your parents, I have to, Leslie. Now, I will say, I don't mind Leslie being this far in. I wish they did this more.
Kyllä probably the Batman Part 2 could use Leslie somehow.
Yeah, but you get what I'm saying? No, I don't mind this. I don't mind her being this far in. I wish this was done more often. Her being just, I mean, obviously they added most of this to Alfred, and I get it. But I feel having his most paternal and maternal replacements being involved would have done wonders for Bruce.
Oh.
I have to, Leslie. If joining forces with the underworld is what it takes to defeat the Reaper, then I will. He's killing as many police and citizens as he is criminals. If I have to become one of them to defeat him, I will. Bruce, do you ever pray? No, not since that night. I do sometimes. I'll pray for you, Bruce. I gotta say also, how old is she supposed to be? Like the gray hair says one thing, but the face says another. I think she's about as old as Ultimate Aunt May.
Likely in the 50s, 60s could be.
Would you agree? Like early grade, but
not to mention people aged differently in the 80s.
Right, but like I said, though, probably
Dale's voice actor is also turned 53 today.
All right, chill. You're on time. Let's go. The target's home. He's always home. Don't think he's expecting company. That's all right. I didn't bring a present. There. His sentries. We'll have to take them out first. No problem. They'll be in hell before they even know what hit. Your way gives us nothing but corpses, chill. Let's try mine. Hey, you hear anything? Hey, you hear anything? You got ants in your drawers. Sit down. Nervous? It'll be over soon enough. Holy God! Like shooting fish in a barrel. No! Right, when they wake up, they'll do anything we say. A bullet can't buy that kind of fear. No argument. My way's got its uses too. We'll see. Again, this I don't mind. This is interesting, isn't it?
Yes, this is one of the most interesting parts the story actually has.
I know. Batman teaming up with Joe Chill, who again is the guy who can actually keep up with him. That is very clever.
Yes.
Right, they're in here. We'll go in. For a man who doesn't like guns, you sure pack a cannon. And I used to carry a piece like that. Ha! Is that right? 1, 2, 3. So Batman shoots the bats. Ha!
Yeah, no, marksmanship.
One side. Stay away, man. I'm warning you. Go kill yourself too soon. Let's talk this over. I don't know. Bang! Chill! Right here. That wasn't necessary. Omelets and eggs, partner. Wouldn't do much for my rep if I let you get killed, would it? Our quarries have to be back here. Watch it. What do you want? Get out of here before I look, man. We don't want any part of your work. We just want to live in peace. You're sunshine, right? Let's talk. Yeah, you burnouts are real worried about peace. Listen up, hippie. You're joining the real world now. My boss has a job for you. Oh, bummer, man. And Batman's holding the grenade. Oh no, he had a grenade with him. Well, I guess he's straying out. Then I'll be going. See you later, Masked Man. We make a pretty good team, huh? Again, that's the scary part. They did.
Yes.
Again.
For one. Oh.
We're actually in the good part now. Okay, so Reaper and the Joe Chill stuff are the two good parts.
Oh. This is. Oh.
I mean, I'd love to see this again. This is probably the most original part. Who would have ever thought Batman, Joe Chill working together and being a good team? For the most part.
When you think about the other stories or versions of Joe Chill, it's either he appears in the very beginning of in the flashbacks,
and that's it.
Yeah, or he's in some background character.
Exactly. It's just like, but here it's just like, really? You know what I mean? It's just so interesting. Sorry, I was just looking at something else quickly. But yeah, anyway. So Joey, went fine, Mr. Moritz. Those hippies are going into dealing this Friday, and we'll figure out the Reaper, and we figure the Reaper will get word, and we get him, huh? Nice. A building full of Judas goats. Nice. What about the Batman? I don't trust him. Neither do I, Mr. Jones. But I've seen him work. He stopped inside where it counts. I could take him out. Wait until after you're done this Reaper, Joey. Then you can kill him. For a bonus? Of course, for a bonus. Nobody works for free. Not for me. Now, see, this is so clearly Todd McFarlane. You know, his people, the way his people, stuff looks.
Yeah. So, did you say it's Alan Davis to McFarlane now?
Yep. This is when it's become McFarlane's artwork.
Oh.
But anyway, Commissioner, I thought you better see this. What is it, Lieutenant? Word of a big drug deal, sir. Friday night in Southville. Nothing there but welfare tenants and dregs of the 60s. But it may be that someone's looking to establish some clientele that would certainly interest our friend the Reaper. Yes, sir. And maybe the Batman. Let's cross the bridge when we come to it, and Bukowski. Check the duty roster. Assemble a force for Friday. Yes, sir. Bruce, I can't believe you're going through with. And listen, Leslie, listen to me. I care for Rachel Caspian very much. More than any woman I've ever met. Again, so Bronze Age. This is so Bronze Age of, he says, head over your own love with her was no work put into it. Again, this is the problem with the old school writing that modern writing has gotten better with. Would you agree with that? It's like, But anyway, but like I thought, if you think I do anything to hurt her, I don't. You don't know me. I thought I knew you. I thought I knew you, Bruce. but these past few days, I'm beginning to wonder if I've ever known you at all. Well, here you are, Father. You already know Leslie Tompkins. Of course. Good evening, Dr. Tompkins. Hello, Mr. Caspian. And this, Father, is Bruce Wayne. Hello, Mr. Caspian. A pleasure to meet you. And you, Mr. Wayne, you're the man who's coaxed my and Rachel out of the covenant. Ah! Mike W. Barr, what the heck? Okay, I think it's official. The Reaper and the Joe Chill stuff are the only good things. Even and Cat being here, I can accept. But it's the Bruce and Rachel stuff. Yeah. Father, I'm not taking my final vow. There was still time to change my mind. And I, for one, am glad she did. Well, I'll be frank, Mr. Wayne. Your reputation precedes you. My Rachel has been very, very much hurt by life. And I never want to see her hurt again. Father! I understand, Mr. Caspian, both your attitude and Rachel's pain. I've been hurt myself by life, but I'm trying to put that behind me. I think that may be the supreme capacity of the human soul, to put pain behind it, to begin anew. I love Rachel, Mr. Caspian. I would never do anything to hurt her.
No, you don't. You just think that.
Yep. And what did I say? Anyway, and take care of her, Mr. Wayne. The world is a very evil place. I will, Mr. Caspian. And so are you? And what are you so happy about, Leslie? Just seeking Bruce. Perhaps prayers can be answered after all. What? She turned from saying I didn't know you at all to now she's so happy for him. What?
It'd be a momentary thing. That's nice to review. Then give it a few minutes after they have gone their own ways. Then she goes, "Wait a minute."
And Bruce, would you like to come in for a while? The three of us have lots to talk about, I'm sure. I'm sorry, darling, but I have to go out tonight. Some other time, Mr. Wayne? Of course, Mr. Caspian. I'm afraid I'll have to take a rain check, too. Well, I like that. Friday night and a girl can't get a date. Well, I like that. Friday night and a girl can't get a date. I hope your evening will be more exciting than mine. Okay, I do like this.
No,
that I like.
No, parallelings.
They're both running off to unknowingly kick each other's ass. Are you ready, Joe Chill? Never been readier. Let's go, partner. Get out of here, you bum. Oop, sorry there, gentlemen. Spare quarter. They're unloading something. Can't make out what it is. But it's nothing they're eager to play show and tell us. All right, in all units. Alert all units, Bukowski. Yes, sir. I don't know, man. I mean, we might be doing is that are those explosives? No. That's just liquor bottle. They're right. Anyway, ether, yeah. But nothing hard. Nothing that'll do like brain damage, you know? And you must have been born that way, doofus. This is to make the setup look legit. This is bait. And the whole building's the trap. So it is explosives. Ah! Chill. Give me those binoculars. I thought I heard something. I didn't hear anything. I don't know what I did, and that I don't know that I did, but I saw it. That cop who was disguised as a widow. He's dead. I don't know. So wait, he jumped with him? What? What kind of guy is this, Joe Chill?
We gave him a spare rope.
Like, I know why. Let's go. Right behind you. Good Lord, the Reaper's here. All right. And Keegan must have. Commissioner, look. Tell all units to move in. Okay, the fact that JoJo was his first partner. I just realized that now.
Yeah, at least before 0 hour.
Yeah, but still, what does that say that JoJo was his first partner? That's weird.
Mm.
I told them you did, and I tell you now to fear the Reaper. Cordon off the building, men. SWAT team, let's go. Chill. And I heard that. Chill. Listen. In there, man. Let's clean this up once and for all. That's far enough, Reaper. Not nearly far enough. Everyone, freeze, everyone. Gordon, down. You're under arrest. This deserves to be more than just 4 issues. Chill, don't. That Ether might. Hey, partner, little help here? You deaf? Give me a hand. About time. Let's get out of here. What a fiasco. Some cops and some hippies got ice, but the Reaper got away clean. We'll have to do better next time. Yes, I saved him only because I need him, Father. But once we have slain the Reaper, slain! I swear my next victim will be the man who killed you. And I promise you he'll know the reason why. Here comes the final issue.
Joo.
Joey, you disappoint me. Your assignment was to lure this Reaper into a trap, to dispose of him. Instead, we used a valuable shipment of drugs. Tell me, how will we salvage this situation? It's not that far gone, Mr. Moritz. True, the operation didn't go off plan, but gave me a look at how both the Reaper and the Batman operate. I'll use that for next time. And next time the Reaper, he dies, eh, Joni? Guaranteed, Mr. M. And the Batman, Joey, he'll follow the Reaper into hell, Mr. M. You got my word. That's good. We'll meet again on Friday. Silence, Sutton. They call you Blinky, do they not? You're the Reaper guy. I swear I'm clean. Police informers are never clean, Sutton. But without their eyes, they are of little use. Please give it back. You will tell the police that a council of organized crime will meet Friday at the Braschow warehouse. You will not tell them the information came from me. I will. I won't. Do it, Sutton. I will be the next thing you see. And the last. Give him back, please. I can't. And going out again, Bruce? That's right, Leslie. I'm having dinner with Rachel. Why do you think I would? And why do you think I wouldn't approve, Bruce? The whistle without your approval. Why would you think I wouldn't approve, Bruce? You two make a lovely couple, and I'm sure her father feels the same way. Here, let me straighten your tie. All right, thank you, Leslie. I was not aware you were going out. I was aware you were going out. Monster, wait, Bruce! Monster!
Is he eating?
I think he is. No, wait, no, he's cleaning. One moment, Nightshell. You weren't aware because I didn't tell you, Alfred. Besides, no reason why you should have to have all the fun with the rolls and don't wait up. I won't, sir. I've never seen the monster like this, Miss Leslie. He looks happy, Alfred. He looks happy.
He thinks he's happy.
Yep. I'm glad we came here, Bruce. We never have Chinese food at home. Father simply loathes it. That's just as well, Rachel. I want an evening with the two of us alone. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! He proposes. Oh, gee, but then look at that fortune cookie.
Give it or take it a little. Give it if the whole thing with the Creeper was not a thing, and so forth and so on. How quickly would you see this marriage get?
Not that long. This was clearly just for the sake of the story, but there's a reason why Rachel's never thought of again. Oh, that sounds serious. Excuse me, sir, your fortune cookies? Yes, thank you. Bruce, look, it's your fortune, Ray. Provided, of course, you agree to marry me. Marry you? Yes, of course. Of course. You may avoid your fate, but never escape it. You look like a man. You look like a man with something on his mind, Lieutenant. Yes, sir. This all seems a little too easy. Somehow, what if it's a trap? If it's a trap, they're using a grade 8 bait. I haven't seen such a clutch of bad talent since Capone's funeral. I admit there's something wrong about it, but we can't pass up on the chance. This is Gordon. Commence operation. Repeat, commence. Operation commence, Commissioner. The door is open. All units move in. Get those doors open. Someone inside. And keep calm, everyone. Joey, take charge. Right, Mr. M? We better get in. We better get in there. Right behind you. Charlie, what's the prop? Break for it, Mr. M. I'll cover you. Mr. M. Mr. M, what is it? He has learned to fear the Reaper. The next lesson is yours. The Reaper. I knew he was tied up in this. Looks like the end of this may come sooner than I. There, I told you it was him. He's dodging. Keep that light on him. We lost him. The commissioner ain't gonna look out.
He came out around late.
Yep. That's one of ours. Don't he see us? He sees us all right, but he ain't taking any passengers. About time. Get clear, partner. Where is he? Where is he? Let's get out of here, Commissioner. The whole place going up. Commissioner, sir, I think you're going to want to hear this. It's about the Batman. What about him? What do you know about the Batman? Wasn't he working with you, miserable traitor? He said he was, but he only until he got the Reaper. He probably told you where to find us. I hope he burns. I hope he. You're in charge, Pakowski. Yes, sir, Commissioner. Whenever you're ready, Commissioner, I'll do it, Sergeant. Do you think he'll answer, Commissioner? I don't know, Sergeant. I finally understand what he was trying to tell me when we last spoke. I hope he understands what and why I did what I did. Bruce, what are you doing to that? So he realized that. So he's realized it was all a sham. Bruce, Bruce, what are you doing at this hour? Hello, Rachel. May I come in? Of course. Would you like some coffee or? No, thank you. Bruce, dear, whatever is the matter? I had to see you, Ray, that's all. I'm about to do something I have to do, something you probably damn me for if you knew. I just wanted you to know that after I'm done, I'm yours for the rest of our lives. I've seen the real Bruce Wayne, not the playboy, not the philanthropist, and I can't believe that man would ever do anything he knew to be wrong. Rachel, what if? Hush now, dear. Go and do what you must. I'll be here. Huh? What happened? You were knocked unconscious by the explosion. I brought you here, a hideout of mine. Mr. M, I'm dead. Most of the bosses are with him. And the Reaper? Dead. Just my lousy luck. So they thought he died. I better get out of here before any of the hired help talk. Not just yet. Don't tell me you want to give me a hard time. They wanted me to ice you, yeah, but there's no point now. What say we shake hands and call it quit? Come with me, Jill. I've got something to show you. What is this place anyway? Don't you recognize it? Should I? You've been here, Jill. It was 20 years ago. You tried to take a necklace from a woman. Her husband tried to stop you. Yep, there's the pearls. You killed them. And that's what you say. How do you know? Because I watched you, Chill. Because I'm their son. You. No guns, Chill. This one, and not just this one. The one you killed them with. That's the only gun you're going to touch. What do you want? Where do you want it, Chill? In the heart, like them? Behind the ear? In the mouth? And just do it if you can. I don't think you can. No. Well. I stalked you from the warehouse, waiting my chance to strike. Now your secret is mine. We shall meet at your monument to your father, where we shall finish this most ironic conflict. Ironic? What did he mean by that? No time to dwell on that now. This is the last fight of my career, but I tend to be the one who walks away from it, not the Reap. Ah! He's actually using his weapon.
Oh, making it a somewhat equal ground.
Keep those reporters back, Pakowski. I'm going up there. Caspian! Yes. Come on in. It's over. Yes. And I'm glad. I didn't think you were a killer. I see now I was wrong. But now I know you'll make a fine replacement for me. No, Father. Let it end here with the burial of the gun that took your life. Keep it deep in the building dedicated to it. Just one photo, Miss Caspian. Anywhere from the press, Miss Caspian, for exclusive rights, Miss Caspian. Hey, who are you shoving? Bruce, my father. He. I know, Rachel, but it doesn't matter. You're gonna go away from all of that. Somewhere. Bruce, don't you understand? He was my father. I have to make amends for what he did. Bruce, I'm sorry. I do understand. So she decided to take it up.
Obviously, sins of the father is now on the shoulders of the child.
So she's going to then be a nun to do for that for the religious reasons. I do understand.
Yeah, already going for it. Then they have the whole excuse of Bruce playing with the idea of maybe you don't need to do it, and then this just ended up reinforcing it.
Bruce, what are you doing here? You'll see, Leslie. Bruce, what is that? Just what it looks like, Leslie. A place for your work while I'm out doing mine. Thank you. I only hope it makes you happy, Leslie. What about you, Bruce? Are you happy? It doesn't matter. Wait for Miss Thompson, Alfred. But you, sir, don't worry about me, Alfred. It's getting dark. I can always find my way in the dark. Ah! The story is so frustrating. It's the problem. It's a good story with potential. Unfortunately, can develop still at the Bronze Age point.
Yes, not to mention how involved are some writers when it comes to writing also the Bruce Wayne side of Batman's psyche.
By this point, it was whatever they wanted. Ugh. I'm sorry, this was beyond frustrating, infuriating, wasn't it?
Yeah, so much good is there. And then there's also some bad. And
the bad is really
the way
bad.
How also McFarlane draws the cape.
Well, yeah, but come on. This is leading up to what do we eventually do for Spawn?
Yeah.
But there's still the follow-up. Full circle. It's basically the aftermath, but set in this would have been more closer to the present day.
Year 4 is something when Dick is Robin.
Yeah. What? I'm able to read this. What the heck? I went through this earlier. Oh, don't tell me they made this an Ultra and I just no. What the heck? I have access. I literally went through it before we started.
You.
It doesn't say it's Ultra. See? Does that say it's Ultra? It doesn't.
Huh.
Okay, hold on. I am not going to let this get screwed up. Hold on.
When the official fails us, the high seas covers it up.
Exactly.
Or covers for us.
Oh, I would say good cover.
Yeah.
Welcome to our
in the trade.
Welcome to our second Batman Special Edition. Once again, we bring you one classic, epic length story by some of the top creators. So just give me a summary of what happened. So apparently these were special editions where they did these 64 pages. Ooh, good cover.
Yeah, that's good.
This is a very old story, as Batman stories go. It happened in the days. I'm just going to keep on going back and forth and double checking if we could still do it at some point, because that just doesn't make sense what happened. Again, does not say it's an Ultra. I have my own account. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Ah!
No niin!
Yay! There it goes. But okay, good. What all this? Yeah. This is a very old story, as Batman stories do. It happened in the days when the Dark Knight was just taken under his wing. A young boy dressed in red and yellow, and green. At first, they see. So yeah, this is just clarifying things, but make it also clear that it's clearly still pre-crisis ish. So by this point, they're just taking pre-crisis stuff and reworking it, but still having to be, oh no, a lot of stuff still happened.
Oh, yeah. No wonder they needed 0 hour to fix some of this stuff.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Joker mobiles was with fire. The land of dinosaurs. Two-Face with a bow tie.
Yep, I see. But hey, you, damn stowaways, God knows what he took. He didn't take anything, Sam. Guess all he wanted was a ride. Hi there, handsome. My name's Miranda. Want me to ride you and read you your rights? No, thank you, ma'am. I think you better throw this one back, Miranda. What do you want, kid? I guess I'm kind of lost. You know where this place is, lady? Mason Place. This one this is all the way uptown on the east side, kid. Real Yuppieville. Take this, kid. I know what it's like in Town. Thanks, ma'am. Profile isn't gonna like you giving his money away, Rhonda. Who's gonna tell him, Rhonda? Who's gonna tell him, Rhonda? Besides, when was the last time anyone called you ma'am? You there. The name's Miranda, Randy Miranda. They call me. What's your pleasure, mister? I know no pleasure in this life. My only satisfaction lies in purging the streets of such as you, in making you fear the Reaper. Miranda, get away. He's some kind of sicko. Oh, the fool see wisdom and knows it's not, and so knows only death. Miranda! And join her in death as you did in life. Hey! What's that? Sounds like something spooking the girls. Better see. Put it down, pal, slowly. I will do as you wish, officer, to show you that he who allies himself with corruption will surely die with it. Back off! You hold no jurisdiction over me, officer. Shank! I'll call their families, Commissioner. I'll call them Bukowski. Call my office. Tell them to flip the switch. Are you sure of your description, miss? I'll never forget him. He looked like death with that black cloak.
And Silver Skull.
I know. And Silver Skull. He acted like no one could stop him. I pray he's wrong. This has to be the sweetest idea Morgan Jones ever had. Smuggling these chemicals through customs in vegetable cans. Our customers are gonna cook, all right, but cocaine, not Brussels sprouts. I'd say you're the ones in hot water. The Batman. What am I? Chopped liver? Yeah, you're a hamburger. Robin, look out. Looks like we have a canary row. The rods. Split up. We'll take our chances inside. You can run, but you can't hide, like Dr. Jekyll said. I think the Batman went after the others. Our luck. At least we can outrun the damn kid. Oh no. Surf's up, dudes. Whoa, wipe out. Any landing you can walk away from. No sense running if we could just get our rods. It's a little late for that. He's over here. Don't shoot. You'll hit. Put me out. Help. Hey, who brought Mrs. O'Leary's cow? They forgot the chemicals used to process cocaine are highly flammable. But you didn't. Kind of ironic, isn't it? I suppose. Hey, the bad thing, though, looks like we're going to pull overtime tonight. Whatever Commissioner Gordon wants can wait, Robin. You behave like the rankest amateur in there. You left yourself open to hostile fire and charged in the combat without a plan. I didn't think Exactly. You're not going out on another mission until you prove to be your fit. Yes, sir. Okay, this feels more like it.
Joo. Also, kind of looking at, is this pretty as Dick or Jason? Because there's
definitely Dick. Definitely Dick.
There's also the Jason's hair and kind of Jason's mask.
Yeah, but I think that's just Alan Davis' artwork there. But anyway.
Yeah, it was also Jason was reintroduced around the not okay. Sometime
let me double check. It says when this came out. Let me look online. Hold on.
I did also the opening for when talking about it. Jason was introduced. Okay, sorry, reintroduced in post-crisis.
This came out in '91. I was just pointing it out. This came out in '91.
Okay, Tim would have been the active Robin at that point, but still,
right.
Maybe it's going to be some of the Dick and Jason mixed here.
Yep, that's it's bad news, Batman. The Reaper, impossible, Commissioner. He's dead. It must be some impersonator taking a shot and shortcut it to a reputation. Okay, we are getting some repeats. You know, talking about a shortcut to reputation. That's what I saw too. Until I ran some of his bullets through ballistics. They match. I remember his body was stolen before the coroner can pronounce him dead. Wait, what? But they knew still it was Caspian. I remember.
They identified the body, and then they lost the body.
Yeah, I remember, Commissioner. I also remember watching him fall 40 stories. Oh, a lot of your. Oh, come on. A lot of your enemies have survived worse than that. We've got to take him down quickly. The media are having a field day. The media are the least of my concerns, Commissioner. This is Joan Lincoln reporting live from the Sisters of Mercy Convent outside Gotham. We are attempting to secure an interview with Rachel Caspian, the daughter of Judson Caspian, the Reaper, who seems to have returned to stalk Gotham City. Hello, it's Rachel. You've heard, yes? May I? I can? Thank you. I'll be over soon. Exclusive rights, Miss Caspian. Don't know, Miss Caspian. Leave her alone. Have you no respect for the house of God? Where to, lady? Gotham City, please. We may be followed. Not for long. Gotham a big place, lady. Park Row, please. Jeez, you are slumming. Then sell the North Point Mall stock short if you have to. Yes, I can. I know I can get more and more if we want on, but I need the money now. Yes, I'll be at home for the rest of the night. 7 o'clock sharp tomorrow. If you're late once more, you're fired. I won't be late, Miss Duncan. Good night, ma'am. Have you learned wisdom, Marcia Duncan? Have you learned to fear the Reaper? I can understand the panic you caused in Bank Street tonight. You should have seen them run. I can't wait to get a whack at Batman. I'm sure. For right now, you better hide. Excuse me, lady. I'm looking for my father. You have the wrong house. Now go away, little boy, before... Joey! What are you doing here? I followed you, Dad. I was looking through your stuff and found the address. I couldn't take mom anymore. I know, pal, but my address? What else did you leave lying around, Joseph? Perhaps our entire plan? Calm down, Marcia. Joey, this is your Aunt Marcia. Hello. I brought your address with me, Aunt Marcia. No one else knows. The child has more brains than you do, Joseph. Not much, and not that that's much of an achievement. You think just anyone could have pulled this off? This was my plan, remember? I took the Reaper's body. I know the effect this outfit will have on Batman, fighting a guy he thinks is dead. Maybe I should just pull out, huh? Then you'd be in a deep, huh? I'm a feeling my nephew's very much in the dark, Joseph. Why don't you tell him about our father? My granddad. I never knew I had one. You don't, sport. It's in a lot of ways, he wasn't much. Kind of like your old man. He was my father, Titter. And that has to count for something. His name was Joe, too. Joe. Yep. That's about all I remember about him from when I was young. That and the way he seemed like a giant to me. I remember more about my mother. She raised me after she walked out my old men and took me with her. I don't know if Dad ever tried to find us. He said he did. If he had, maybe we would have stayed together. Mom had to give up your Aunt Marcia for adoption when we were passing through Gotham. She said that was best. I guess I never forgave her for that. Not even when she was dying. After she died, I saw about trying to find Dad. But I never did much about it until after you were born, champ. I decided I wanted you to know your grandfather. And so did I. Once I finally found him, he wanted to know what happened to his daughter. He was coming to Gotham on business anyway, and I went with him. He was always pretty close-mouthed about his business. I knew it was nothing good, but I didn't care. He was my father. While Dad was doing his business in Gotham, I finally got a solid lead on your Aunt Marcia. I couldn't wait to tell him, but when I caught up to him, he was leaving with the Batman. I don't know why, but I didn't say anything. I just followed him to some dump across town. They talked for a while. Couldn't believe it. Batman said my dad killed his parents years before. I didn't know what to do. Then the Batman took off his mask. I'd have given my soul if I gotten a closer look at his face, because then they started fighting. Dad never had a chance. Batman hit him when he wasn't looking, and then he was going to kill him. I was going to do something and do something. To this day, I'm not sure what, but I was. But before I could, I heard a laughter. Then I saw him for the first time. I heard of him and hoped he'd save my dad, but he didn't. I don't know why I thought he would. Dad had been brought into Gotham to kill him, but still, I hoped he'd kill the Batman instead. Batman and the Reaper were gone then. No need for them to hang around. Chill was out of the way, and that was all they cared about. I don't understand all the story, Daddy. I don't expect you to, son, but not now. But you will someday. Of course you will, Joey. The same way I understood it when your father came to me months ago. I knew what I had to do, just as surely as he knew. Now, Master Dick, so I gotta say, I do like this part.
Yeah, you could understand that Bruce was emotionally compromised when that scene was happening.
This takes the best parts and combines it. The Reaper and Joe Chill stuff.
Yeah.
And in a way, this makes sense. I mean, I do like this idea. It humanizes Joe Chill even more. He was just a guy.
Yeah. He wasn't perfect, but he wasn't
a monster either. You know what I mean? It just.
Yeah.
And for Joe Chill Jr. to do this is an interesting idea, right? Like, he's picking up what the Reaper is because both Batman and the Reaper killed his old man.
Yeah, and Apple clearly didn't fall that far from the tree if he clearly fell into the same line of work, or probably did.
Well, we don't know exactly what line of work he had before, but clearly wasn't good.
Yeah, not making any.
Yep. Besides, I'm not hungry, Alfred. Besides, what's the use of keeping my strength up? Bruce has probably already put out a new ad for a new partner. That's hardly fair, Master Dick. It is, Dick. His foremost concern is for your welfare. I know. It's just that he's so darn tough. He's more strict with himself than with anyone else. I kind of guess that's what I'm worried about, Alfred. Failing him. What if something ever happened to drive him over the edge? What if it was something I did? And I'm sure you could never do anything like that, sir. Well, I suppose I shall take these dishes down and get them washed. Let me give you a hand with that, Alfred. Thank you for your help, sir. Yes, Mother Agnes, it's Bruce Wayne. Is it late? I lose track of. Mr. Wayne, I've been meaning to call you to thank you for your donation to our orphanage. Actually, it's not too late at all. We'd had our share of excitement tonight. Yes, I've heard. I'm trying to locate Rachel Caspian, but she doesn't seem to be home. Would you have any idea where she's gone? I'm afraid not, Mr. Wayne. We were positively inundated with those awful reporters. You know, we're all quite worried about her. Thank you, Mother Agnes. She's gone, Alfred. I wouldn't wonder, sir. She's probably quite distraught. What was her relationship to the Reaper? It's difficult for me to believe the Reaper can actually be alive. But as you often said, ballistics don't lie, but men do. It's easy to believe that somebody found the Reaper's body and guns and is posing as him. Yes, Rachel would be distraught. Of course, that's where she's gone. Speaking of those who are distraught, sir, Master Dick is also among that number. He's got to learn to live with criticism, Alfred. Of course, sir. It's just that the boy thinks the world of you, sir. That goes both ways, Alfred. Imagine how I'd feel if anything were to happen to him. He needs the outlet for his anger, an outlet I didn't have when I was his age. But I thought if I was responsible for the death of anyone I cared for, I don't know what would it do to me, Alfred. I understand, sir. Good hunting, Alfred. Sir, take the boy a piece of your chocolate cake. I shall bake one fresh, sir. Thank you for coming here and letting me come here, Leslie. Leslie, I don't know what to pray for. I thought my father might not be dead, but if he's a murderer, and you just let me do all the worrying.
If he's
honey.
a murderer, he was.
Yeah. I'll do what I can. Don't answer. It will be all right, dear. Leslie, it's Bruce. And Bruce, Rachel, is Rachel there? Bruce, just a minute, Bruce. I knew you'd come here. I knew you'd come. Rachel.
That was a quick change of clothes.
Yeah. Rachel, I may never have told you about how I feel, but I know, Bruce. I've always known. Ray, I'm sorry. It's all right, Bruce. I'll make some coffee. How have you been, Ray? Oh, Bruce, I finally thought I put all this behind me, and now it's come up again. Just like him. Could it really be my father, Bruce? I don't know, Rachel. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to dredge all this up. Things seem to be going well in the convent. The children love your music class, I hear. Yes, they're so eager to learn, and I learn from them as well. I love children. Are you happy? We're happy we can never have exactly what we want, Bruce. I've learned to live with that. I'm content. That's more than many people have. Here we are. Come and sit down, you two. I'm sorry, Leslie. I'm about to collapse. You poor dear. I put you in the guest room. You know where it is. Good night, Ray. Good night, Bruce. Thank you for coming. I gotta go, Leslie. There's work to be done. I know you'll do everything you can to help her, Bruce. This is killing her, hand. No! I forbid you to wear that thing in this house! I know how you feel, Leslie. But this costume and what it represents may be Rachel's only hope. See what I mean again?
Joo, Leslie meni vaan. Leslie just went to
180 flip. Boom!
Thanks for the reminder.
Actually, it is important for later.
Mm-hmm.
Aww.
Oh, joo, threw the gun out. Joo.
And there's the gun. Oh, that's how Bruce knew. He saw it out of the corner of his eye. Oh boy, this is really good Alan Davis artwork, isn't it?
Oh.
That ain't talcum. That's pure. Check, can't catch it. Yeah, blah blah blah. Keep your trust on Mac. Where's the fire? Beep. McClory is. Beep. I wasn't aware I needed a reservation. You McShirley? And who might you be? Just a joke. What'll be, Batman? I understand there's a new boy in town I haven't met. Profile. He's set up in the back, right this way. Pam! Ha! You ought to have this place inspected. I'll call the landlord tomorrow.
Imagine if that hadn't worked.
What?
Imagine if that hadn't worked.
Yeah, Batman would have known it. Probably knew. Could see the floorboard and knew it would have worked. If it didn't, he would probably smash the chair and then clock him.
Oh.
You can't be Profile. I'm Moose. My job to keep the boss from being disturbed by guys like you. Why don't you ask him? He's right behind you. He is? No, he ain't. Like, Moose. They don't make doors very well around here. What do you want? Word on the street is that you have a finger in every illegal pie in town. Profile. I thought it was time we met. I'm looking for the Reaper. The Reaper? Give me a moment to think. I wouldn't. All right. About the Reaper, and it's he's cutting up my girls and cutting into my profit. That we both want him and stop. Tell your girls to keep their eyes open and Rhonda, you have you taken in leave of your senses? I said he was the Reaper. I was coming back from visiting Miranda in the hospital. She didn't make it. The poor thing. We'll give you any help we can, Batman. Batman?
Surprised that the Reaper left a victim alive to die slowly.
Well, because he's not perfect at this.
Okay, it makes sense.
But that girl and that gun the girl carried, it's the same model as the one that killed my parents. I kept it for years after. What are the odds? Yeah, if this second Reaper knows so much about the original, he knows about where the gun is, and he wants to use it, and what it represents against me. I'll be waiting. And where do you think you're going? I wasn't asleep as I thought. I just need a little air. In this neighborhood, I'm a big girl, Leslie. I even have a can of mace. Just be careful and don't be long. Once around the block and I'll be ready for bed. Uh-oh!
Oh, name.
This is devotion indeed, my daughter. Who? In your heart, you know who I am. The world thought I'd perish here, but you know better. Father, I so wanted to be you. It is, Rachel. Come to me, please. You are the only thing that matters since the deaths of your dear mother. Don't touch her! You are always between me and my goals, Batman. This must cease. You can quit pretending to be Judson Caspian. He's dead. You will soon look for my spirit among in the shades in vain. Now this is more like it. You know, Batman fighting him like this.
Oh.
Don't hurt him. He's not your father. Let me go. At this rate, you'll get us both killed. Oh, he knew where the gun was. He wouldn't have hurt me. My father would never. That's not your father, Miss Caspian. But until you believe that, you're in more danger than I am. Okay, I don't mind this with her acting here.
Like once.
Would you agree with that? Like, this makes more sense for her to be acting because she truly thinks it was her father.
Yeah, and until she knows better, there's.
Yeah, she's a hindrance. That Batman, he made me sleep. It's a good idea. I was so close to my father, or was he my father? It almost seems like a dream, but it wasn't. It seems only the Johnson & Johnson company benefited from your altercation, Master Bruce. Not at all, Alfred. I know now he's not Judson Caspian. His fine style is totally different, but I still don't know who he is and what he wants. In fact, he knows more about me than I do about him. And with those odds, I prefer and always prefer to have a whole card. Get finding this job and finding this guy our next job, huh, Bruce? You're still grounded, Dick. Hit those criminology texts a little harder and we'll talk. Yeah, right. Hi, Dad. What you got? What I went for, champ? This is the gun your grandfather owned. Watched the Batman hide it the night he died. Batman tried to stop me, but I gave him what for. Wow, cool. Dad, let me see. I don't want you touching it, son. I shouldn't have shown it to you. Why not? I don't want you touched by what I'm doing here. When I've done what I have to do, it'll be over. Do you understand? I guess. And how much longer will that be, Joseph? I'm not sure, Marcia. As soon as the Batman finds me, I guess. Don't wait for him to take action. Initiate your own plan. How? You said you fought him tonight. Why didn't you capture him? I ran across Rachel Caspian. She saw I was her father. Batman took off to protect her. That's it then. Find her and we'll have him. You think so, huh? I know so. And I can't wait to see what this does to him. Uh-oh. Hello, Wayne Clinic. May I help you? Hello? Rachel, don't laugh, but I brought you a cup of warm milk. Leslie, what are you hiding there? Nothing. Don't you lie to me, young lady. What? Oh, she plans on going in disguise out there to lure him out. Because some of the clients stay over. So that's why she's going out there to lure her father out to talk him down. Okay, I get where she's going with. It's stupid. But
she is not smart enough to think other options. She at the very has that excuse.
And at least Leslie here is still trusting Bruce to do what needs to be done. Except here. Did you forget the special knack you've told me you? Ah! Uh-oh. Like, yeah, he what? Oh boy, poor Leslie.
No.
Left him like I won't sleep. At least try to rest. Coming to at last, eh, daughter? You're not my father. You can't be. It doesn't matter what you are to me. It all matters only what you are to him. You've spent enough time with her. Is everything ready? It'll be ready, or it'll never be readier. I just wish we hadn't left Joey alone. Keep your mind on the task here. Don't worry about him. He's my son, and he's my nephew. That makes him a chill, doesn't it? Trust me, he's his father's son. He'll be fine. Where is he? I'm right here, Reaper. Not that you deserve that name. I shall try to earn it. What have you done to me? Gas. Now that's more like it. That isn't fair. You can't. What? Wake up. Wake up. Why did you do that? I could have beaten him. Sure, he could have. I know he could have. He would have had you, and you know it, Joseph. But that doesn't matter now. Now look what Bruce did. He went the extra mile to put a fake disguise on.
No.
Just in case.
Yeah, it's kind of.
How often
does he not do that?
I know. Like, I am. This masked kid is identity. He's no one I've ever seen. Are you satisfied? I am. This mask hides his identity in life. Let it continue to do so in death. Hey, what do you want, Reaper? Do you mean what? Yeah. Do you mean why am I not dead? I wish you to view an amusement. I wish you to view an amusement I have prepared for you, Batman. And I have provided a few safeguards to assure your full attention. Simple and therefore extremely efficient. Should you leave this platform for any reason, you will hang yourself. And should that not kill you, the extreme virulent acid will. And can we just get on with it? My very thoughts. Your timing is perfect. The psychoactive drug ought to be kicking in any second now. Come on, you guys. The ice cream store will close if we don't. Shut up, punk. Now, of course, they're just going for a generic thing. They don't know it's the Waynes.
That actually, how many others have there been besides them? But isn't the Wayne death the most infamous one?
But that means that could happen. And then look, they're dead, but I'm not. Thank God it wasn't me. No, it didn't happen like that. I gotta say, that's a clever idea. If you know that Batman at least killed your father, killed Batman, and you want to do something about it.
Yeah.
That is a clever idea.
Yeah.
Make him think, put him through psychiatric, drugs, and make him think, like, thank God it wasn't me. Batman, I believe our film's having some effect array. This would have been much simpler if we knew his real identity. Batman said only that dad killed his parents. He never told him his name. Well, it doesn't matter. Survivor's Guild has taken its toll on survivors of concentration camps and disasters, making them doubt their right to live while they watch their loved ones die. There's no reason why it shouldn't break him. That's evil!
Yeah.
That is an ingenious plan!
Yeah, I know.
And come in, please. Come in. And of course, dickheads on out there. Up and whoop! But yep, but unfortunately, though, the sister has her own plan. Revenge. Revenge? I don't give a damn about the death of some petty thug who abused my mother, but the money to be had from turning the Batman over to Morgan Jones, I give a large damn about that. This was your idea. This was your idea, Joseph, and I thank you. These armor-piercing bullets will make it very quick. Click, click. I felt your contempt, suspected your duplicity, and unloaded your gun. Yeah, she was the worst of the two.
And the most apathetic. The contempt and
What an idiot! What an idiot!
Mm.
And she had no care for the father or anything about Joe Chill.
Yeah.
Have you seen Batman? He's been captured. So, it will do you no good to flee, brat. Maybe I can be a flea in the ointment. Thank God it's not me. Father, if you don't run, it will be swift. Batman! Batman! Robin! Robin!
Yeah.
Oh!
You don't live for yourself, live for others.
Reaper! Leave the boy alone! Oh, one of those times where we see Batman's eyes come through. Just like when he died in Jail Lay the Nail.
Yeah.
Get him, Batman! See to Miss Caspian, Robin. Get him, Dad! You escaped both of your traps. I'm glad. Duh! Oh! Can't you stop them? The Reaper started it. Uh-oh. Ping! There goes the gun! He's no one I know. How could someone hate me so much without my knowing who? Doesn't matter who he is. Drop him, Batman. He doesn't... Really, Dick?
I would expect Jason to say this instead.
Yep. No! Who are you, son? Let go of me! Should I let him go? Let him go of him, too? No! Please, he's my father! My name is Joey. Joey Chill. Good Lord. It's all right, son. Thanks, mister. But Batman, what if he comes back? I'll worry about that then. It's come full circle at last. It began with his father and mine, and hopefully it'll end with his son. And if it doesn't, we'll be ready, right? Right? We'll be ready. Load him in, boys. Yes, Commissioner. Sir, can I ride with my dad to the hospital? I don't see why not. Going to take it easy for a while, Batman? Perhaps, Commissioner, after we take care of Morgan Jones. That isn't evidence, is it? Just something I should have discarded a long time ago, Commissioner. Take it easy now. We've all been through a lot. Leslie, you're the one who should. Just a moment, Miss Caspian. Batman, I meant to thank you for... It's not necessary. I have something of yours. Thank you. My father gave this to me, you know. I thought he might. Tell me, do you know Bruce Wayne? Not well. Why do you ask? I was just wondering. Is he happy? He's content, Miss Caspian. Just more than most people have. We've got one last job, Robin. Okay, Batman. I should have done this years ago. I suppose it's never too late. Let's go home. A moment later, and the two figures are gone, lost in the endless night. So, I would say this. This salvages most of it.
Yeah. Yeah. Reaper, Caspian, Reaper and Shield, they were the best parts of year 2.
Yeah, Rachel and Bruce were the worst. Yeah, except for here. Except for here.
In a love story that tried to have some bare minimum connection with by being connected with
yeah.
They tried to kind of connect with Caspian in his through what kind of life he had and connected with Brutus. Besides having different similar tragedies that made them the men they are.
Yeah, but again, just okay. So what you give your overall thoughts on everything?
Well, the art is good.
Both artists were good.
Yeah, both. Yeah. I think Alan Davis actually starts as in, starts out with a little better in having it be in contain, and Todd McFarlane is clearly also trying to.
And that's when it got more violent.
Up Spawn.
Did you know that's when it got more violent?
Yeah. But overall, you're also 4 issues was not enough for it.
No, it wasn't.
Something was longer to.
Correction. 4 issues was enough for the actual Reaper story.
Okay, yeah, Reaper story, but for the side
love interest stuff,
supplementary love interest stories, that was something that went.
That was a disaster.
Not to mention, there's the whole thing. How much is Bruce also gaslighting himself as Batman. If Batman is who he truly feels like he is.
Well, I don't think they went there yet. I don't think they went there yet.
Okay. But when even if you try to look at the love story and he try to see Rachel as the one he would want to settle up and go there, then
I know. It's frustrating. This whole book was frustrating.
Yeah.
Again, there is stuff like a lot of really good stuff, like the Reaper. This whole idea of a criminal, of a vigilante beforehand. I do like that idea.
Considering how long Gotham has been like that, it wouldn't be surprising that there was someone else who tried to do with the means that they have in the past.
Exactly. But I gotta say, and the stuff with Gordon, once we had the ending of it, it kind of made sense. Would you agree? I said to a point, though. To a point.
Yeah. But there's also the whole aspect that how much is like even as a year two Bruce that were his options on how to go forward really that limited at that point?
I don't know. The fact he was ready to give it all up. We've heard that before. You know what? I just read the story felt like? It felt like a Daniel Craig Bond era story. It felt like Spectre. Oh my God! It felt like Spectre.
Jumalauta niin teki.
Am I right?
Yeah.
It felt like Spectre, right down to the love interest.
Yeah.
Except this one had a better climax, obviously, but a rush climax still.
Yeah. The final part in trying to piece it all together, it was like let's imagine that it was a bumpy ride for most of the flight, and then when it started to crash towards the ground, but somehow managed to get a second wind, do a couple of laps around the whatever it was trying to do, and then get a better landing.
Yeah, definitely. But just this whole story. Oh, but again, but full circle salvages it all.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That was the extra laps and the proper landing.
Exactly. Because overall, I thought this was a rough story. It's a rough story, and I'll be honest, it deserved to be dropped from continuity. I hate to say it.
Yeah.
But I do feel the Reaper story should be retold. Would you agree with that? The Reaper story, this Reaper story needs to be retold because there's a lot of good here. This idea of, again, this former vigilante.
If it was to be retold, would it need to be set in the present day or again in a red card version of the past?
I think there should be one. It should be done in two parts. First one set in the past, and then at least for one issue, and then a follow-up in the present day.
Okay,
it's like his son or grandson taking over. Yeah. But again, just this whole story is just again the Joe Chills being his first partner technically. That is a clever idea.
Yeah, I was trying to find some words how to describe it, like it being part of his past that he's still trying to go through, and then, but he wasn't able to directly drop it. Someone else did it for him.
Yeah, exactly. Which I do find that interesting because it does leave that hanging on his head, but they don't deal with that though. You know that they don't deal with it.
No.
Now I will say this. I'll be honest. I think this is one of the I gotta say of all this whole thing of the story, this is probably the best handling of Joe Chill. I can't see the other Joe because it's the only one that stands out.
Yeah, because he was also kind of acting like the death of the Waynes did not exactly define him in going forward. He was always a street thug before he became an enforcer. And even then, he barely even remembered doing it.
Exactly. He barely remembered even doing it until Batman called him out on it. So like I said, it's like, this is just a damn good a story and everything. So, but again, the stuff with Gordon was a bit, and then, like I said, it's the Reaper. We keep saying this over and over, but we got it one more time. It's the Reaper and the Joe Chill stuff that were the best parts, and that's why it felt so good that that's what they focused on here and combined them.
Yeah.
And yeah, the stuff with Rachel was one thing, but it's like, but at least here it made it made it more fitting.
Yeah.
I gotta say also, their plan was ingenious.
Yeah. It's kind of
when all you have is just the knowledge that your dad killed him. What better than you do than push him with survivor's guilt? Thank God it wasn't me.
Not to mention they don't even. Not to mention they believed it. Who did they have in the playing in this film?
Who knows?
And how did they even get this film?
They could have shot it themselves.
In that case, then.
But seriously, that last part, thank God it wasn't me.
If that was the Joey, the Shill's grandson, then.
Yeah. Maybe. But still, thank God it wasn't me. That part would haunt Bruce. Again, this idea that you are just clever, but the fact that you also have psychedelic drugs going through him as well.
Oh.
And I also like how Joe does not sugarcoat his own old man. There's like, it's quite clear, like, yeah, Dad was a crook, and he killed this guy's kid. Okay.
Yeah, well, that yeah, it's sugarcoating, but also the kind of he killed the back. He doesn't think about all the other Shield. He doesn't even acknowledge the fact that Shield that his father created Batman.
Nope, he doesn't even care. What does that say? But again, there's
tunnel vision. Let's go with tunnel vision.
Tunnel vision for revenge. The revenge is all that matters. But again, this stuff here is what it's full circle is what I would love to see retold.
Oh.
Would you agree with that? Full circle is what should be retold.
Yeah, that at the very least. The original story, they could probably cut out some cringy parts out of it, and then probably compress the good, better parts of it into some kind of better original story set during Batman's early days.
Unfortunately, again, though, the cringe stuff is why this story is not fondly remembered at all. That's the problem.
Well,
the cringe stuff is what makes it not work. And I'm sorry, Batman. The way Batman toted the gun around too much. I'm sorry, I did not like that.
No, I think it was. My understanding, it was trying to be some homaging or retelling of the era when Batman used to carry a gun,
but done poorly. Can we agree that was done poorly?
Yeah,
I realized why they.
At the very least, Batman used it. It was used to disarmings.
Yeah, and again, Batman's just so quick to saying, "I'll use a gun." It's like, really? Again, I get the idea. This guy was the guy, the head, vigilante beforehand, but the artwork did not show it. It was too rushed.
Yeah.
No, by the way, the reason why the artwork was so good is because it was Mark Farmer who did the inking here.
Okay.
And that's why things became more what we are so used to, because he's been the definitive inker for Alan Davis ever since.
Okay, kind of like with how Klaus Janssen did it with Frank Miller. So.
Yeah, exactly. It's basically, whenever you see the artwork looking like this, chances are Mark Farmer's involved.
Yeah.
I would say though, the sister wasn't needed.
Yeah.
My guess is she was only there for the resources. It was only for her resources.
Yeah, that's.
But we don't get much about her. We don't get much about her though.
Not to mention, how did she gain this status to be able to provide resources?
All we get is that she sells stocks and everything, but we don't know, is she a crook or just a shrewd businesswoman? Clearly, she's able to get connection with the crime lord guy, but it's like, or Morgan Jones, but it's like, we don't know much about her at all.
Mutta se koostuu vaan että someone, a man who abused her. Was she an abuser based on those flashbacks?
My guess is probably. Well, he even said he doesn't remember that much. And again, he actually grew up with his dad, whereas she wasn't even born. When, by the time they left. Yeah. So in her eyes, she's more disconnected.
Yeah.
Like I said, the only reason why she's there, she's definitely the weakest part of it all, isn't it? The sister. It's like, she's just there to be the
she could have been written out of something that got some broker or some connection that who could have appeared in one scene and then not be seen again.
By the way, this is a case where
based.
Yep. Doing the flashback makes sense given what we're going to see then.
Yeah.
Although I do like it, again, the fact that they were there, again, just knowing, oh, your father killed them and they used the gun. That's all they need. And the fact that they came so close to matching it. Just some difference, like ice cream instead.
Yeah.
But I'll say, even Rachel here served some purpose. But like I said, just this whole bit here, it's just, this is what I loved best about it. This is by far one of the most original ideas. But I'll give it, this whole story is pretty fresh.
Yeah.
Again, the Bruce and Rachel stuff notwithstanding. Could you agree that? Like, you never really see people tell a story like this.
No.
Joe Chill actually being his, quote unquote, first partner, or someone pulling a stunt like this on Batman.
I don't think maybe it was written with nuance. Not sure if they ever keep the same nuance in going. In the newer stuff, they would probably try to just make him be, I don't know, like a victim of circumstances and some other stuff.
Yeah, but again, just
I don't like what Nolan did.
But again, just overall, this was just. Now, guys, also the fact that he's just so willing to kill his sister. And again, she made her choice, but really?
I don't know. You don't know what kind of what an actual phase of betrayal will be up under that mask.
I know, right? That's the other thing that bothers me. Just feel like, really? And we don't even know if his father's getting arrested or not.
What would he be charged of?
Murder, because he still killed those others.
Okay, yeah, book him.
Unless, he's still wearing the outfit.
Yep.
Barely, but you can barely tell, but he is.
Yeah. Prison, hospital, then the courts, then in the big house, and the boy is sent back to his mother.
Exactly. Oh boy, that's gonna be rough for him because he couldn't take his mom. My guess is Batman would probably overhear and then be like, "No, I'll put her in foster care and then I'll make sure he gets a good place."
Hopefully.
So yeah, that was Batman Year 2. One of the most divisive stories for a reason.
Yeah, there is the on one hand and the other hand.
Yeah, exactly. Like I said, there is so much to like, and the stuff that is good is damn good.
Yeah.
This is not a case where it's just like, oh, it's good, nothing more. No. It's damn good. Can we agree that? It is. Yeah. The good is would you say the good is some of the best Batman's had? What the good parts, I mean, not the overall story, just the good parts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would definitely say so. So, Yeah, that's all we've got on this one. Thank you, Pika. Thank you, everyone else. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
And may your heart be your guiding key.
Take care.